All right, chat. So I can't stress enough that this is the fourth quarter in crypto. And the most important thing, in my opinion, is preservation of capital. So what I want to be talking about today, and this is going to get real, right? This video is probably going to be one of the realest videos you get from a crypto YouTuber, right? And if you've been following my channel for a while, you know the authenticity is what you come to this channel for. So first and foremost, make sure that you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and keep your favorite crypto and door-to-door entrepreneur inside the algorithms. Now, first thing I always tell people when they get into crypto is to understand what type of investor you're going to be. All right. And I want to put this out there that this is not financial advice, and please do not follow me. Do your research. And we're going to get back into that do your research thing. But when I say find yourself inside cryptocurrency, you need to figure out if you're going to be a degen, a trader, or just somebody that holds spot, because there comes with rewards and risk for all three, right? First and foremost, right, if you're trying to be a degen and you don't have the time to be locked in on your screen 10 to 15 hours, more times than not, it's not going to work out unless you got limit order set and stop losses and buy automated buy orders, which of course, if you knew, you probably don't know how to do any of that stuff, right? Well, you like, Millie, how do you know that it won't work? Because I tried it. I tried to have a job, and then when I get off my job or while I'm on my job, like trading crypto, and it's humanly impossible because you already are assigned to a task and now you're trying to do another task, right? So you won't know, when to get in or out of a cryptocurrency because you're not moving fast enough. There's no possible way you can keep up with AI bots and anything if you have a 9 to 5. So I tried it. I know it doesn't work. It's humanly impossible. So if you do have a regular job, my recommendation is to buy crypto spot and hold over time. Hodlers will get rewarded. And you don't have to buy things that have small micro caps, right? You can buy stuff that's literally listed on the exchange that have favorable charts, meaning you're not putting yourself out there by buying these green candles, and you can still make 10 to 50x of your net worth if you buy the right tokens. But of course, you have to do the research. Stop relying on other people to do research for you. You can't rely on anybody, right? Because at the end of the day, you're the person that's going to be buying or selling that token. So my recommendation, because I've tried this, I know how it is to try to like balance being full-time crypto and having a 9 to 5. It's just one of the most brain-wrecking things, right? The reason that I was able to do so well and pretty much leave my profession is because when I got off work, right after working 8 hours, I would come home and be locked in my computer to 1 a.m. sometimes. So it's literally like having two jobs. But that took away from my freedom, health, because I wasn't able to like work out, get no sleep and things like that, or even spending time with family. So it's just not worth it, right? When you can literally buy cryptocurrency spot, ones that have good utility, and just tuck it away on a ledger, tanger, forget about it, right? Speaking of ledger and tanger, protect your crypto, self-preservation. So get you a ledger, get you a Tanger wallet. They're not expensive at all. It's way more, efficient, right, than being cocky and think like, oh, nothing could happen to me, right? Everybody has that type of persona. Oh, it was maybe they did something wrong, nothing could happen to me. Look, these scammers, bro, they just continue to get better and better and better and better. And the best thing that I would personally say to do is self-custody, right? I've been in the last week, I probably heard like 3 stories of people that got their wallet drained, clicked on a link, got their email hacked, got their exchange wallet drained. Like, this stuff happens in crypto. So get you a ledger, get you a Tango, and practice self-custody. Stop being fucking lazy. Get up, go spend the 80 bucks, go get you a Tango, go get you a ledger, and self-custody your crypto the right way. Because if it's on your computer, there's a good chance that things could happen, right? So you don't want to like be put in that type of position. If you do have it on your computer, make sure you always got your VPN rolling. VPN. If you got a double VPN, because you just don't trust nobody in this space, right? Speaking of trust, right? Understand that crypto is PvP, which means everybody's trying to pump their bags, right? Yeah, we can raid together, we can be cool, we can be part of the community, but at the end of the day, I'm not doing this raid for me. I'm not doing this raid for you, next person. I'm doing this raid for myself, right? So understand that people you know what I mean, are in this to pump their bags, right? So don't have emotion when you're getting into crypto, right? If you're up 1050x, take your profits. Just take your profits, right? You know, 1050x is still better than the average person in the real world. Even a doctor is not making that type of money. So stop getting so wrapped up into this culture and this community. Take your profits, right? Earlier this morning, there's some there was a signal that went out that Murad had bought this meme coin, right? And I'm gonna say what meme coin it is, but he bought this meme coin, right? And it was a whole bunch of SOL he put in this meme coin. Like 5-10 minutes later, he sold the tokens, right? And people in the community were all complaining, like, "Oh, Murad, why would you do that to us? Oh my God, you bought and then you sold." And he's like, "Look, man, I have bots set up. I got, sometimes the bots hold the tokens, sometimes they sell after 5 minutes and make profits. So that I'm saying that to say this: there is no messiah in crypto. There is no person that's your leader, that's trying to be the chosen one, the voice. There is none of that. These dudes are trying to make money just like anybody else. So stop looking for a fucking savior, because there is no savior in crypto. There is no savior. It's I make money, you lose. I lose, you make money. That's what it is, right? So just keep it simple. Keep it simple. Stop getting emotionally attached to all this extra stuff, because there is no savior. They gonna dump on you, right? Right? At some point, I'm taking profits. I'm not holding, and we not going round trip. I'm going one way to my destination, and I'm getting off the train. I'm not riding the train back with you. You can ride that train back with yourself, or whoever the community, whatever. I'm not riding with you. So understand, experienced traders, whale traders, institutions, VCs, they think the same way. So understand this. You're going to have to get it through your head and understand this, right? So we did talked about like understanding what type of investor you are, right? Buy spot, buy into conviction, right? If you're not locked in on your laptop, your computer, 10 to 15 hours, just buy spot in conviction. Stop trying to be something you're not. Because if you were a good trader, we wouldn't even be sitting here, right? And in my opinion, I like to draw energy and information from the OGs in crypto, right? The OGs in crypto, they don't make videos, right? Because they made buku money in the first 2 cycles, and they don't got to make videos, right? So those are the people that really know what's going to happen. Anybody that's been in the crypto 2-3 cycles, they still don't know how to predict this stuff that's happening. It's only the people that been here since 08, 09, 2010 that have those connections, right? That small community that bought Bitcoin at $1, that's really, really controlling everything that happens in the crypto community. So if you're not in that circle, then you don't know what's going to happen, right? I don't know. You don't know. The YouTuber that you probably about to listen to after this video don't know, right? So I'm saying that to say this: do your own research. Stop being lazy. Go out there and do the research. No one's going to hold your hand through this process. No one's going to hold your hand. No one held my hand. I had to pay my tuition to the School of Hard Knocks, right? Which is losses, right? And I told you guys my story, how I've lost and I've won, right? It's nothing. No one has 100% win rate. If they do, then they know something we don't know, and they on the inside. So again, do the research, right? If you are a novice trader or not experienced with TA, right? Buy what the smart money buys, right? You can, and this is so many different tools and websites that you can use to see what VC is buying, and you know what I mean, you can do the research. Back in the day, we used to do the research on a lot of these utility tokens and see what the angel investors was, what the VC, investors, if these utility tokens are raising $9-10 million, you know what I'm saying, at some point, you know what I mean, they're gonna pump that up because they need to make their money back, right? So buy spot, hold on to spot, and just chill and enjoy your gains, right? Stop trying to chase every green candle and every narrative unless you're locked in. When I say locked in, that means this is what you do. This is what I do. This is what you do. Web3, you're locked in, right? Another thing that I want to cover is stop swapping in and out tokens, man. Like, if you buy something, hold it, right? Hold it, but have a strategy when you plan on exiting, right? Don't sell a token right? To jump in on a green candle just for that token to dump. And now you try to get back in the token that's pumping that you just sold, right? You're going to lose money doing that. So do not chase green candles, right? You ever bought a token and as soon as you bought a token, it dumped? You're like, dang, that means you bought it at the right time. The chart was already pumping. You ever sold a token and it's at its floor and then as soon as you sold, it's up 200, 300%, right? That happens to everybody. So it's not just you, right? So what I've personally learned, and this is another recommendation, buy conviction, hold spot over time, and trust what your research has told you, right? Just trust your research. But you got to stop being lazy and you got to go out there and do the research because no one's going to hold your hand in this, right? Take responsibility, take accountability, right? That's one of the reasons, right? I kind of shied away from like top 5 altcoins. You know, I want to give y'all top 5 altcoins. I want to give y'all the top 5 utility in top 5 AI coins. But at the end of the day, if you know the token doesn't play out too well, then it's like, oh, Millie, you talked about it. It's like, no, you bought it though. So you take accountability, right? So I kind of like moved away from that. And I told you guys, I'm not the one that's going to be multiple cycles here on YouTube talking about crypto. That's not going to be me. I'm working to be as successful as I can be in this cycle. So we ain't got to do this here, right? You know what I mean? Millie probably traveling. I probably do a video here and there, but I'm not trying to make talking about cryptocurrency my personal career. My passion is not talking about this, right? And that just it gets deeper, right? It gets deeper into like the state of the space, understanding the degency of the space, just the meme coins and how ill that the space has become. But that doesn't mean it can't be profitable. So even though I know this stuff, I'm able to remove that emotion and make my money and then get the hell on, right? And that's what you should be working to do. You shouldn't be like chasing fame, trying to, you know what I'm saying, be that guy or, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? There's a few YouTubers out there that just be patting on their shoulder like they just doing so well, but you don't have to be a genius to make a good call in crypto. Maybe the momentum was there. Maybe the narrative was there. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Everything's pumping, right? So at the end of the day, just kind of like figure out who you are in this space. And once you figure out who you are in this space, you'll be able to navigate and kind of like, you know what I'm saying, in a more efficient manner, opposed to walking around like a chicken with his head cut off, right? Because now you don't know where you want to go at. So lock in, right? Follow 1 or 2 narratives in crypto. You don't have to have every narrative in your portfolio. If you're a fan of AI, focus on AI. If you game all night when you get off work, focus on gaming. If you're a person that's into like technology, utility, layer ones, casinos, focus on that. If you're a meme coin type of person and you're all about the community and the culture, focus on that. But like minimize, that way you don't get distracted by each thing that gets thrown at you and you can stay grounded to your goals and your dreams and aspirations. So just you know, I'm kind of like sharing this on the whim because it's Sunday. Happy Sunday to everybody. But I want to make sure that the message gets out there, right? Because like when you see us talk about crypto on YouTube, you're not looking at the 10, that 15 hours that we're sitting here on the computer each and every day. Y'all not looking at that. It's not like I'm clocking into a 9 to 5 and then I'm just researching for an hour and throwing some things out there. Nah, it takes time to be able to understand when something is going to pop. Last but not least, network, right? Get into groups, get into these TGs, get into these discords, right? Network with people, find the people that got the money, follow the money, right? Follow the money. You're not going to, want to listen to somebody that got like that all trades fail, like, but follow the money, man. Follow the money. It's a lot of wealthy people in this space. There's a lot of wealthy X accounts, right? If you just go through X, you'll see some of the people that always seem to get into things early. Follow those people. Find the groups that they're in. You know what I mean? Kind of like dig deep and find out like how they're getting this information in crypto. Utilize tools, websites. There's a lot of tools that allow you to like track really, really wealthy wallets that have high win rates, right? Find these people, right? You know what I mean? Because you are who you hang around. If you around the people that's consistently having success in meme coins, guess what's going to happen? You're going to have success in meme coins, right? And Yeah, that's just, it is what it is. It's a numbers game. It's just like anything else, right? You throw enough stuff at the wall, eventually you're gonna catch one. That's what crypto is. It's not like it's a secret science. Oh, let me give you the number one godly strategy that's gonna make you 100x in 90 days. No, that doesn't happen, right? It's people who know people. It's people who know people that got money. It's people that understand that, hey, when they talk about something, most likely there's going to be a token about it. People understand, like, hey, if Elon Musk drops a picture, somebody's going to make a token 15 minutes. But you on computer. If you're not on your computer, you're not on your phone, you got your 9 to 5, you won't be able to catch that. And by the time you do catch it and everybody's talking about it on the X, it's too late. And then you go buy that, your exit liquidity. So again, figure out you in crypto. Like, use everything that we say, whether it be me or your favorite YouTuber or whoever. Or if I'm your favorite, I don't know who your favorite YouTuber is, but hey, use little things that you can learn from, but add it to your sauce, your strategy, and then figure out your way, right? There's a lot of people making money just by buying spot cryptos on exchanges, right? It was like a year or 2 years a month, right? There was the whole narrative that old coins that don't pump. That's just not true, right? We learned that, right? We live and we learn. They do pump, right? Because what happens is retail comes back to crypto, and the ones that left, they come back and they buy things that they already heard of or they already bought before, and they look to recreate that magic, right? So yeah, you can still make money just buying off exchanges. Don't let nobody tell you elsewhere, right? Now, if you want 100x, 1000x, or some crazy shit like that, of course, you got to buy before the exchange listed. Anybody that bought Peanut when I first shared it at a $3 million market cap in the Patreon probably made a whole lot of money once it got listed by Binance. Same thing could be said for Fred, which I shared at $181,000 inside the Patreon. But it's not always going to happen like that, guys. There will go weeks where I'm not sharing anything because there's nothing in the market to be shared, or maybe I don't trust the market, or maybe, there's a lot of bearish sentiment in the market, right? Things change. That's the gist of what I'm saying. Things change. You can't think like, oh, this is supposed to happen this way every time. That's not how crypto works. Crypto is like a squirrel, right? One way it might be this way, 5 minutes later it'd be something totally different. So you got to be prepared to pivot if you're in that degen space. But guess what? If you just buy convictional plays, you ain't got to chase or do none of that. You could just be like, hey man, I'm gonna buy my convictional plays and chill. And there's a lot of people, salute to the people in the Discord, there's a lot of people that just, hey, I'm gonna buy spot, I'm gonna buy things I trust, and when they go up, they go up. Until then, I'm going to grind. I'm going to get my money. I'm going to hustle. And then that's that, right? And you wake up one day and your portfolio is like, oh my goodness, right? So again, figure out who you are. That's the theme of this video, right? You don't have to be a degen. You don't have to be an experienced trader. You don't have to buy everything that gets launched, right? You ain't got to do none of that, right? If it looks good, if you got a little, and this is how I kind of like manage my ego in crypto. I want to make it clear, that I'm also speaking from my opinion, right? So I have a spot bag that I never touch, right? Like I don't touch it unless I'm adding to my bag, right? I'm not looking to sell those tokens. Those tokens, I don't even check them because I believe in them, right? But I also have a Solana bag, right? Where I'm just a fucking degen, right? I'm trading. I'm looking at new narratives. I'm waiting for Elon Musk to post. But it's I put a $500 to $1,000 in my Solana bag. Cool. We trade it. If I lose the grand, I lose it. It is what it is, right? If it turns into 100,000, cool. We got extra bags, right? On top of my convictional plays. But if you are a person that just got that gamble mentality, because that's all it is, it's really just gambling. If you got that gamble mentality, like have a little bit of capital assigned so you can get your fix. So you can get that itch off, right? You can get that off, right? So you can say, I'm gonna play on Solana, right? I'm gonna just walk to the slot machine. I'm gonna play around in Solana. And if I don't need this money, if I lose it, I lose it. If we win big, hey, we win big. But this is not stuff that I'm selling from my long-term bag. This is not my blue chips. This is not my Bitcoin. This is not my, this is not my convictional plays, right? This is not my pillars to my portfolio. This is money that I put on the side that I say, hey, I want to gamble with. And maybe I get lucky with this gambling and maybe it just all goes to zero. But you have to accept that, right? You gotta accept that. So that's what I do, right? I since I'm on the computer all day, right? I get a little bit bored, right? And I'm like, yeah, let's go have some fun with some meme coins. I'm not selling my utility tokens. I'm not selling my Bitcoin. I'm not moving any blue chips to go chase any meme coin. No, I load me up a couple $100, 200, not a lot. It's not a lot because you don't need a lot to put it in crypto. I think like at the top of what Fred, what I put $76 at the top. That $76, if I wouldn't have took profits, would have been worth like 80K or something crazy, right? Because Fred went to like 200-300, but it would have been like worth 80K, right? And that was just off $76. So it's not like, you know what I mean, when we were doing this meme coin craze thing, it's not like I'm going and I'm putting 10% of my net worth or 50% of my net. No, just 0.01%. Very, very, very small. $50 here, $70 here, $100 here. Somebody said on my last video, Millie, why are you not putting 10K and doing 50X? Like, why would I do that? Why would I do that? Nah, I'm cool. I like to stick my toe in the water first and figure out what I'm messing with. And once I figure out my strategy, then I start putting large amounts of capital. But you ain't got to do that with meme coins. Even if you got a portfolio, just put a small percentage. It doesn't have to be this buku amount of money, because best believe that $100 in that small micro cap meme coin could potentially outperform your entire portfolio, right? And guess what? You're susceptible to hold over time, right? Because you didn't put a lot in. So it's not like you need it. You know what I mean? You're going to look at your portfolio where I look like, oh my God, Peanut holding this up. Should I take profits? Nah, I'm good. You know, I'm gonna see where this goes at. This is an experience. So look as your meme coin trading, if that's what you do, as an experiment. Stop relying on it, because when you rely on it, that's when you start feeling that selling pressure. When you put more than what you should have put, not be responsible, that's when you start feeling that selling pressure. And you don't want that on your neck. You don't want that on your head, right? You know, just kind of like put a little bag away and then shit, you know what I'm saying? Let it chill, but don't put everything in it, because it's a meme coin, and meme coins go to zero. So they're more likely 99% to go to zero. I think that's all I got, guys. That's all I got. I'm gonna chop it up with y'all and let this video go. I got some stuff that I gotta handle. I'll probably do a part 2 to this if I think about anything else that I need to be said. But for now, this has been 20 minutes of me rambling in things that I'm personally working on myself and that I think that I should share with everybody else. Hey, it's your boy Crypto Millie. I'll see you in the next one.